guys, welcome back to my channel, Travel Bugby. So for today's video then, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on how you can travel more while working full-time. So I myself am a full-time worker, and I find a lot of people feel that because they work full-time, they don't have time to go travel. Basically, I'm going to give you guys some tips on how you can actually make the most of your annual leave, and also how to get extra time off as well so you can go and travel. Now, of course, I will do a disclaimer as well. This does depend on your job, depends on your company, your country, things like that. So make sure you go and research some of the details yourself before you actually do some of these tips. Depending on your job, what hours you work, if you're full-time, part-time, things like that, you can request annual leave every year. In around the average, it's equivalent to 4 working weeks or 21 days depending on your job. So let's just say you do have 21 days. You can split this up into 3 individual trips throughout the year, 1 big 3-week trip, or whatever way you work it out. So request your annual leave and book your holiday accordingly. The next tip then is how to use your annual leave wisely. So if you book really carefully, you can get a lot of days without using too much annual leave. So what I mean by that is, say if you work a Monday to Friday job, you have Saturday, Sundays off. If you fly on the Saturday, book the next Monday to Friday off and then come back the following Sunday, if that makes sense. So basically you get Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So in total you get 9 days off and you've only used 5 days of your annual leave. It depends on what kind of shift you do. I do a 4-day shift and then off 2 days. So let's just say I book a week's holiday and I fly out on my first day off. I only need to use 4 days of my annual leave, but I get 8 days in return, if that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. Next tip I have then, it depends on where you are, but I use this a lot. So I am always guaranteed to get my 2 days off together, which is fantastic. So I can plan in advance. And with these 2 days off, then I can book a short city break on those 2 days that I'm off. So that way I can still travel and not use any annual leave. Yeah, you might only get 2 days at a destination, but if you book your times carefully, then you make the most of it. Number 4 then is to take unpaid leave. So this is at the discretion of your company. I've done it before. In my last job I took a month off to go to South Africa. Just don't go overboard with it. Plan it carefully and make sure you earn it as well, because if you're a lazy co-worker, then they probably will be less inclined to give you unpaid leave. Number 5 then is if you want to do a really big trip, like either a around the world trip for a couple of months or working holiday visa somewhere, then you can take a career break. Now for some companies you have to be working in the company for a certain amount of time in order to be entitled to this. So what I mean by that is you take a break from your job. You don't get paid for it, but you still can take up to a year off from your job and then come back from your year off and still have the same job. So I hope these tips will help you for making the most of your annual leave or helping you to travel more if you work full-time. Part-timers, you kind of get a bit more leeway, but it kind of just depends on what you do and what kind of company you work for and their policies and blah blah blah. If you have any more tips on how you can travel more while working full-time, leave them down in the comments below. Also, I'd rather give this video a like and subscribe as well. You can also check me out on social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. All the links are down below in the description, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye!